Alright, what's up you guys? It's Maddie and I am remaking my video because the other one was just absolutely terrible and nobody wanted to see that. But it is currently 8:28 at night and yeah, so I'm going to start right in and get going. Alright, so I just took off the makeup that I had on from today. And while I let that dry, I will start by asking my first question. First question is, what got me started into makeup? If I remember correctly, what got me into makeup was my aunt. She was originally a Mary Kay consultant, and I still have like some brushes and makeup from then. And so since she was a consultant, I would help her get orders ready and stuff like that, and I would see like what new products she got, and I just found that really fun. Now that my face has dried from taking that off, I will be starting with the Lancome La Base Pro Oil-Free Primer, and that is very good for me because I have oily skin, and so if I just mix an oily primer with my skin, it's just gonna slide off my face within the next hour. Next, I will be using the Maybelline New York Fit Me foundation in the shade 115 Ivory. Right. My next question is, what is my favorite movie? My favorite movies are The Conjuring. I love horror movies and I love the thrill of being scared, but I don't like the aftermath of being scared because then it's just not good. I need to go buy some more of this. Oops. After I have gotten the coverage that I feel best in, I guess, I take the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light or Ultra Fair. Next, I will be taking my CoverGirl loose powder in the shade Translucent Fair, and I will just set my whole face with that. With my powders, I like to take my brush and dip it in there, but then tap the bottom of my brush, so therefore all the powder falls to the bottom of the brush and not on the floor, so you're not wasting any powder. Next, I will be doing my eyebrows, and for me that doesn't really take much because I have naturally bushy eyebrows, so all I have to do is just kind of line them and fill them in as needed. Alright, now that my brows are done, I will move on to the next question, and that is biggest advice for high school. And this is going to be a very hypocritical statement, but it is to show up and do your homework. I do my homework when it's assigned, but I don't show up, and that's the only reason my grades slip. Moving on to my eyeshadow, and I will be using the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Light to prime my eyelids so I can have a tacky base for my eyeshadow. Alright, for today's look, I will be starting off with this sparkly-ish transition shade, and that is called Beam, and I will just be putting that all over my lid. And next, I will be dipping into this shade and this shade, these two shades, and those are called Butter and Pooter. I will be dipping into the shades Roxanne and Buns, and I will further deepen my crease. For my next question, how did you and Steven meet and start dating? For anybody who doesn't know, Steven is my current boyfriend, and I met him through my ex-boyfriend Tanner. And well, I hung out with Steven a lot because I hung out with Tanner all the time, which then led into unholy sins. Next, I will be dipping into the shades Jax and Soda Pop and further deepening my crease. Taking the shades Twerk and Royalty, and I will be putting them on the inner and outer corners of my lids. Lastly, I will be taking the shade Pool Party and putting that on the center of my lid. Alright, another question that was asked was, what is my fave brand? And my favorite brand so far would have to be Morphe. I say that because I really like the Jaclyn Hill palette that I have. And for the eyeshadows, you get very pigmented shadows for very cheap. Next, I will be contouring my face with the e.l.f. contour palette. I'm pretty sure it comes in different shades for different skin tones, but I could be wrong. Another question that was asked was, what is my biggest pet peeve? And my biggest pet peeve is when people continue to lie even though you know that they're lying. But I'm just taking this Mary Kay blush that I've had for years and plopping that on my cheek. I'll then take my Wet n Wild illuminator stick. I haven't had this for very long, but it looks absolutely disgusting. But the highlighter does the trick. I also put the highlighter on my nose and my Cupid's bow and call it good. I then take a flat concealer brush and take my Mary Kay at Play little thing and take the white shade and place that on my inner corner for an inner corner highlight. Another question that I was asked by a special friend was, is water lube? And folks, water's not lube. That's all I'm saying. And I will take butter and puder. I will continue to smoke out my lower lash. Another question asked was, what are my top 3 goals? And my goal for makeup is, number 1 is to improve. Improving is the only thing I could really hope for in makeup. But another goal with doing makeup is I want to put it out there for others to embrace something that they're really passionate about. If you don't embrace what you're very passionate about, then you will never know if you can get an opportunity to do great things with that. And another goal of mine is to just have fun. Makeup gives me the opportunity to have fun with a bunch of colors. I will be taking my eyelash curler and my Clinique mascara that I had gotten for my birthday from my best friend. That reminds me, I miss her. So if you're watching this, let's hang out. Now that I have coated my lashes, I will be using Kiss lashes, but I really don't know what the name is and I don't know where to find it, so I can't tell you what lashes I'm using. But I will also be using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. Clear with aloe. Alright, now that my lashes are on, I will be moving on to my lips. I will be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Alright, and that is today's video. And this is the final look. That is all for today, so stay tuned and watch more videos.